Hi, in this video I make a conclusion of these 4 scanners from Creality. They first launched the Ferret early this year, got this one in January, and later on they have an Otter. 1 month later they released the Raptor, and in October they released the Raptor X. I bought the Ferret, Otter and Raptor myself, and the Raptor X was sent to me by Creality for testing. The Ferret is my first scanner. Before this I have other 3 scanners. The Ferret is the first one that can scan black and metallic object without spray, because the 50% of the objects around you is either black or has a metallic surface. So Ferret is the first one that can scan, and it's very easy to use and it tracks very well. I got the Pro version. I made a video reviewing this one already. Okay, next is the Otter. The Otter is the big upgrade from the Ferret. Currently Ferret costs $339 US, and the Otter costs $719 US. Okay, the Otter is a big upgrade from the Ferret. It has 2 projectors, one here and another one here, and it also has 2 pair of depth camera. So first pair and the second pair. So it has 2 pair of depth camera and 2 projectors. So it made for scanning small to large object. Unlike the Ferret, that it's designed for medium and large object. These 2 are similar in terms of technology. It used near infrared. So Ferret and Otter is the near infrared scanner. So it can be used for scanning object without using the markers. So if the object has some curvature, it can track the object, but it cannot track the object with the flat surface. You need to apply the markers. After the Otter, 1 month later, I think in April, they released the Raptor. The current price is, and the latest one is the Raptor X that they cost $3,599 US. The Ferret is NIR. It has 1 depth camera and 1 projector. The Otter is also an NIR scanner. It has 2 depth cameras and 2 projectors. One is for small and medium object, and one is for the large object. So it's a big upgrade from the Ferret, which has only 1 set of camera and projector. The Raptor is mainly made for blue laser. It has a 7-line blue laser, and it also has the NIR projector and blue laser projector, but it has only 1 pair of depth camera. So it used the same depth camera for capturing the blue laser and the infrared. The latest one is the Raptor X. It's a blue laser with the same 7 lines from the Raptor and additional 34 lines, and it also has the same infrared from the Raptor. The Raptor X has 3 projectors. 1 is for the 7 lines and 2 is for 34 lines, and here is the NIR projectors, but it's also share the same depth camera, so only 1 pair of depth camera for 3 projectors. Next, the connection. The Ferret is the one I have is a Ferret Pro. It connects to the PC and the phone wirelessly. You can choose either connect it to the PC and the phone by the cable or the Wi-Fi. So it's wireless or cable. So these 3 scanners can connect to the cable or to the phone by using a wireless. If you buy a Raptor X, it will come with the wireless handle. If you buy a Raptor or the Otter, they have a combo package that you can purchase with the handle, or you can use it with the cable without any additional costs. Okay, next talk about the hardware that you need to hook the scanner on. The Raptor X can be connected to a PC, same as the Raptor. The Otter can hook onto the PC and the phone. It works well with the phone, not as fast as the good PC, but it works well with the phone. And the Ferret also can be connected to the PC and the phone. Some say that the Raptor and Raptor X can be connected to the phone. Yes, it can be connected to the phone by scanning with the NIR, but it doesn't perform very well. It's terrible with the phone. It's better to connect the NIR from the Raptor X to the PC, the current version. you better connect it to the PC. I wouldn't recommend it for you to connect it to the phone. Author work well with the phone and for it as well. Next, I'm going to score the ability to scan with the infrared NIR tracking. The score is out of 10. I give the author 10. For it will be around 7, and the Raptor will be around 6, and Raptor X is 6. So the author is best scanner for tracking without the marker. Next, I will score the marker tracking. So when your object is inorganic, it has some flat surface, then you need to use the marker to track, because NIR won't work without the marker if it detects the flat surface. So Raptor and Raptor X is best for tracking with the markers. That's what it's made for. It's track very well. Now it has the global marker functionality added into the software, so it's even easier to track with the markers. The author, if you use the marker with the author in a small depth camera, I would give a score around 5. For the large depth camera, I would give the score around 7. For the ferret, I give the score around 7 as well. The author with the small depth camera has a difficulty in tracking with the marker, but the large depth camera tracks with the marker quite good, and not as good as the Raptor, but it's okay to use. Next, I will score the quality scanning with the NIR projector. The best scanner for scanning the NIR is the author. I gave the score 10, and for it would be next to that. I gave a score of 7, and for the Raptor and Raptor X, I gave a score of 5. The NIR in Raptor and Raptor X is the same sensors. The ability to scan a black and high contrast surface is much lower than the author. The author can capture much better surface with the NIR than the Raptor and Raptor X. Next, I will score the definition. It's the detail of the surface that the scanner can capture. Raptor and Raptor X is best to be used in laser mode, so it can capture very high definition. First, I give the score 10 for both Raptor and Raptor X, and the author will be around 7. The ferret will be around 5. Next, I will score the accuracy. For Raptor and Raptor X, I give a score 10 out of 10, and for the author, the small depth camera has higher accuracy than the larger depth camera, so I need to separate the score. For the small depth camera, I give it 7, and for the large depth camera, I give the score of 5. So if you want to use the author for reverse engineering and for part fitting, I wouldn't recommend you to use the author to scan. And for the ferret, I give the score 4, because ferret is only one scanner that doesn't come with the calibration board. You cannot calibrate the ferret, so it's not meant to be used with part fitting. And for my previous video testing, I get less than 50 micron for Raptor X and Raptor for a small part, and for the other smaller depth camera, I get 588 microns earlier, and for the larger depth camera, I get 0.5 millimeter for 1 meter of scanning. But here, for the Raptor and the Raptor X, I get 60 micron additional for 1 meter, 60 micron for 1 meter. Ferret, I didn't test it because it's not made for part fitting. Next, talking about the scanning speed, time you spend on each project. When you start to put the object down, start to plug in the scanner until you finish it. I give author 10 out of 10. It's the fastest scanner. It's likely that half of the time that you don't need to put on the markers because it's NIR. And if you use a smaller depth camera, can scan with the higher definition, but accuracy is not on par with the Raptors, but the speed is fastest. Ferret is slower for picking up the surface. I give a score of 8. For the Raptor, you need to put the markers on or use the external marker. You need the preparation work, and it has a smaller capture area for the 7 lines blue laser. I gave a score around 7, and for the Raptor X it has a larger capture area in the 34 lines blue laser. I gave the score 8 for the speed of scanning. Other larger depth camera scan faster than Raptor X. Next, I will score if I use one of the 4 scanner for reverse engineering. Raptor X, I gave it 10 because it has 34 lines blue laser, can scan large object. Raptor Non-X, I will give it score 8 because it has only 7 line blue laser. You can't use it to scan like longer, larger object axles for the car or car panels. It will be good for engine parts, but not the car body. And for the other, I give it score for a 5. Its dimensional accuracy is too low for reverse engineering. It's for the forehead, I can't give the score because it's not made for that. Next, I score the organic object like a human body, human face, shaped with a irregular surface, non-flat curvature. Auto will be the best for scanning. And for it, I give a score 8. Raptor and Raptor X, you need to apply the markers to the object. So it's Raptor X. If the object size is about the size of a helmet, a full-size helmet, you don't need to actually apply the marker onto it. You can use external marker. So Raptor X would be score 8 and the Raptor will be score 5. In conclusion, if you are already a 3D CAD user and you need to use the scanner for scanning object for reference in CAD, Raptor X and the Raptor would be the best scanner for you to be used in CAD. If your object is larger than 1 by 1 meter, I would choose Raptor X, and if your object is smaller than 1 by 1 meter, I will choose the Raptor to scan for the scanner. So if your object is mainly below the size of your desk, Raptor is fine for scanning. But if your object is larger than the size of your desk, and you probably need to go for the Raptor X. And if you want to use the scanning result for 3D sculpting, 3D render, and product illustration, I will pick Otter or the Ferret for scanning. And Otter is much better scanner than the Ferret. If you have a budget and it's your first scanner, I will recommend you to go for the Otter instead of the Ferret. A lot of audience ask me if why don't they just get the Raptor? They have both NIR and the blue laser, the best of both worlds, but it's not the best of both worlds. And the blue laser is good, it's very good, it's made for that. And the NIR is you can occasionally use it from time to time for doing a face scan, but it's not perfect NIR scanner. It has only 1 depth camera. Sooner or later you're gonna need to buy the Otter. So if you get the Raptor and you use it for a while, you're gonna need the Otter. On the other side, if your first scanner is the Otter, you probably can live with it for a while. If you don't do CAD work, Otter would be enough for you. It depends on the software that you will send it to. For Otter, for it can be used in 3ds Max, Render, Substance, Maya. And for Raptor, it should be going for Inventor, my main software I use for work. Inventor, SolidWorks, Cartier, Solid Edge, Rhino. Rhino is a very good software for surface modeling. I highly recommend if you do a lot of surface modeling. Fusion 360. These two is industrial standard for CAD industry. Also the Cartier and Solid Edge is I don't know. Rhino is for surface modeling, and Fusion 360 is for kind of beginner software for entering the CAD world. And if you use both the CAD software, like the one on the right, you probably need both of the scanner, Otter, and the Raptor. Okay, I hope this video can help you decide which scanner is right for you. It depends on your software that you're using to do with the scan results. Okay, thanks you guys for watching. See you in the next video.